Hello, everyone. This is Talks with Kenny, and here we'll be discussing why the press secretary decided that Justice Brett Kavanaugh doesn't have a right to privacy. Here, take a look.
People should be allowed to be able to do that.
In a restaurant.
If it's outside of a restaurant, if it's peaceful, for sure.
Really?
Peaceful protest. Your first question to me was intimidation.
So these justices,
and
because
violence.
protesters do not agree with an opinion that they signed on to, have no right to privacy, is what you're saying.
But Peter, this is people have the right to, this is what a democracy is. People have the right
to privacy?
Of course, people have a right to privacy, but people also have a right to be able to protest peacefully.
Is that
peacefully?
safe?
It's the intimidation and the violence that we condemn.
Yeah, she said that. So it's everyone's right to protest, but Justice Kavanaugh doesn't have a right to privacy. And isn't it? And last time I checked, it was a federal felony to protest in front of a justice's house. It's the same thing, right? They're outside, right? And what's her definition of peaceful? And she says they condemn threats, but they haven't condemned any of this. This guy, Brett Kavanaugh has been through a lot. He's been threatened with assassination attempt. They protest at his house. Brett Kavanaugh, the left has something against them. So let's get into this article that gives us a little bit more context into what's going on about the whole situation. So apparently he went to a steakhouse in D.C. and a mob appeared outside, and they were threatening the establishment to kick out Justice Kavanaugh. I guess what they were gonna do. That don't sound peaceful to me. I think it was a group called Shut Down DC. But let's get into this. Protesters with abortion beef forces Brett Kavanaugh out of back door of swanky steakhouse. Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh had to leave a Washington steakhouse via the back door thanks to protesters who had beef with him over the high court's recent abortion rulings, according to the report. The jurist was dining at a swanky Martin's in downtown D.C. when the mob showed up outside and demanded the manager boot him. Kavanaugh was able to finish his meal but was ushered out of the back to avoid the throng, Politico reported. We hear Kavanaugh snuck out the back with his security detail, tweeted Shut Down DC. Martin should be ashamed for welcoming a man who so clearly hates women. How does him ruling on a decision that gives the choice to states hating women? When these people use statements of like that, clearly hates women, where? How you got that from his opinion? He just said, hey, abortion should be an issue for the states. I agree. And he hates all women. Only your people think that. To hate women, he has to hate all women, not just disagree with your women. But you don't agree with my worldview, you're evil. It's so simple. Kavanaugh reportedly did not hear or see the protesters, but was forced to skip dessert. A Martin spokesperson told Politico it was outrageous that patrons could be disrupted by protesters while dining. Martins condemns abortion rights protesters for disturbing Kavanaugh's freedom to eat dinner. Honorable Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh and all other patrons at the restaurant was unduly harassed by unruly protesters while eating dinner at our Martin's restaurant, the spokesperson said, per Politico. Politics, regardless of your side of the view, should not trample the freedoms at play or of the rights to congregate and eat dinner. Yes, right? This is true. So, press secretary, how the hell this is a peaceful protest? Right? She says she condemned threats and acts of violence, but this is threatening. And I think all the reporter was asking was a yes or no answer. Does Kavanaugh has a right to privacy? Because in this country, your rights end where another's begin. So that means if Kavanaugh can't have his privacy, you can't just come out and protest and disrupt other people's dinner there. Right? It's the same thing with the house situation when there was a protest at his house. That's a private area. You can't do that. There's a time and place for everything. Disrupting the dinners of all other customers was an act of selfishness and void of decency. The left, if you're I would say, a common sense lefty, I don't know how much of you guys are left on that side, honestly. This makes you guys look really bad to people like me. I'm an independent. and I'm not affiliated with any party, but I tend to agree a lot more with the conservative side because I am conservative. But this makes y'all look really bad. Like y'all look very entitled, childish. That you can't live with outcomes you don't agree with. And you can't claim to be tolerant when you're intolerant of a different thoughts of opinion. And that's what it looks like here. Mob rule. Mob rule is democracy, according to Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre. Kavanaugh was part of a 5-4 majority that voted against. We know this already. And we know this too. A California man was caught near his house trying to plan an assassination. And apparently, he pleaded not guilty. Yes, he pleaded not guilty. Amazing, right? Amazing. As long as these people can exercise power, they can justify any action they want. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like and share this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.